Good morning, friend.
Good morning. So, on today's episode of ruining stuff that ran right in the first place, I got a timing cover gasket. We're gonna throw some RTV in the corners. We can get the lifters in. Still got to clean the head gasket, which probably I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do
Don't
that.
have the heads yet, though, so that's fine.
Yeah, we're not in a super big hurry for that, but it would be nice to have it finished before they show up. Yeah, the new year.
I mean, that would be nice, but yeah, they're off getting poured, polished, getting some good loving. So that's a process that I don't really want to rush people on.
No, not at all.
So
as soon as that goes together, everything should start just.
All right, it'll just fly together, and then we'll get some good noises, hopefully.
Cross your fingers. Sure.
Just waiting for us to put these LS7 lifters in and just hear.
Tick, 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 tick.
I mean, they've been soaking for a few days now, so they should be good.
I think so. I don't think there's any air in there anymore.
What we're doing is putting gasket material or a little bit of silicone, because you can actually see there's some silicone still there. But right here, because it's a 90-degree angle, and there is a gasket there, but it's good enough for the girls we go out with. This RTV will definitely have proper time to dry before the heads get back. Bye-bye, oil pump. I never liked you anyway.
Would you go grab that half-inch impact?
I had to think about that one for a second. I was like, you're fucking with me. You know, 10s, they just disappear. It's a meme. But they really do just kind of disappear. Oh, 10. Look at that. It's smaller than I thought it would be. Hey, you're right.
Oh, thank you.
Yay. Installing damper. Dampener. I got the pieces over here.
Yeah.
I do.
Well, I'm just standing here and act like I need something you don't have.
Okay.
Okay. So
I kept them in order too. Well, hopefully they were in the right order.
I'd probably just do this by hand.
At first, for sure. Well, I mean, you're not gonna hug a dug of that thing on there.
Oops.
You already put it out of order.
Yeah, totally did.
That's bearing backwards.
George?
No.
Freaking ass.
I mean, I don't know which way is the right way, but that's the way it was in the box.
No, that's the right way. Keep the washer's supposed to be up against the bearing. You said to make sure you use the impact for this part, right?
There it
goes.
Okay, we got the bolt on.
Yeah, the harmonic balance bolt.
Harmonic balancer bolt. Had to do a weird process where we used the old bolt to
Go to 240.
240 foot-pounds, take the old bolt off, then use the new bolt to torque to yield. And what, 200 and some odd?
It was.
No, it was 140 degrees.
Yeah, 140 degrees. 37 foot-pounds plus 140 degrees.
Oh yeah. Fast forward, it's 2 weeks later.
Just 2 weeks.
Bump bump.
2 weeks later from 2 weeks ago. Nothing was happening.
I know, it's been like a month, hasn't it? But half the head's on. Got half the head. I mean, technically the head is attached and it's torqued.
Yeah, we cut it in half with a bandsaw.
Well, but this is still pretty loosey, and then
Yeah.
lots of fiddly bits, but
Fiddly bit.
got the heads back, got them polished. Well, not polished, ported, right? Ported and polished.
Ported and polished. Yeah.
Well, then I'm just an idiot.
Well, I don't know. First time I've ever had anything polished.
Got some nice new valve springs.
Some dual
Dual valve spring. Is that what they call them? Dual valve springs?
Like dual beehive.
dual beehive valve springs.
Yep.
They don't look like no beehive to me.
Like a 650 lift, I think.
We actually, well, you had a midnight epiphany that these cam bolts, we weren't sure if we put Loctite on them. And so, in all your preparedness, we took those back out, and for sure, there was no Loctite on those.
Right. Yeah, it was good that we pulled that timing cover. Unfortunately.
Using a bit of mineral spirits to clean up the head surface for installation.
Rock ghosts.
Rock ghosts. Looks a little smudgy now, but it gets better.
This stuff is so. After this head was milled, I was got all these edges on it. Tried to keep from leaving half the cloth on.
Professional. That's Carhartt quality right there. So we discovered last time that putting that head on, these bolt holes were full of oil-ish substance.
I'm not sure what was in there, but
Yeah.
even after blowing them out and cleaning them, they still had stuff in them.
So we got this here brake bleeder sucking apparatus, and it just evacuates the holes. No jokes, please. We did come through with an ARP.
Right?
We did come through with an ARP thread tool and shaped the threads. But we also came through with an air hose and blew out the holes as good as we thought we could. But man, this just works amazing. It's just a mighty vac. This is the attachment for pulling out the fluid from a master cylinder when you're doing a brake job, but works a treat for this.
Yeah, it's freaking awesome.
Yeah, we tried to put one bolt in on the other side and it just froze up. Hopefully this isn't a bad idea, but we're spraying a little brake thing down there just to
Kind of get the oils out.
We'll suck it on out. That brake thing. Not sucking too much out, is it?
But it's clean.
It's good.
The part that's sucking out is clean.
Good. This thing works off the same principle as a carburetor. Basically, you have high pressure air coming from a compressor, and it blows through that top part, and the effect of it blowing by creates a venturi, which creates a vacuum in this part, and then that, follows the path of least resistance to the end of this hose, and there you go. Sucking action right into that reservoir and uses high pressure compressed air. About 100 feet of time. We got a good compressor, so that works out well. These are the Brian Tooley gaskets. They are quite pretty, I gotta say.
I think, I don't know who's exactly there. I don't know if they're exactly Brian Tooley's, but.
Well, they came from him. But
Yeah.
they are nice. They pop up in there and you got it.
I'm not sure.
Oh. Ooh-wee. How does it feel?
That feels a lot better.
There's two smaller ones on this engine, right? On the
Yep.
ends.
Two smaller ones on the inside. They should be bolts 9 and 10 in the torquing sequence.
We got them LED stripes going on. Frame rate's not quite right for the little light bar up here. See, if you know the problem and you don't fix it, at least you knew the problem. But if you don't know the problem and you can't fix it, that's where you got the problem.
Yeah, that's sound advice, John.
I'm choosing not to fix this. It's not that I'm incompetent.
Yes.
Hey, laziness is just efficiency disguised as sloth.
There is a lot of truth to laziness and efficiency being the same.
For those that are interested, there's your torque sequence. And then torque procedure is a whole different thing.
So 22, 90 degrees, and then the final stage for 03 and earlier is 90 degrees of twist through torque sequence 1 through 8, and then 9 and 10 being the shorter ones here on the ends of the heads in the but in the inside the cylinder head.
Under the valve cover area.
They're 50 degrees. If you have an 04 and later, that's when you do looks like 70 for all of them.
Ah,
Yeah.
get them all buttoned up. So I'm out here washing parts off with my really cool parts washer that literally just this part, and then it comes with a little pump. You fill up a little 5-gallon Homer's bucket or whatever have you, and yeah, throw your parts on there. There you go. It's already done valve covers. They turned out great.
Been adding oil as we've been going, and it's way over full. Perfect. Definitely have to do an oil change. Obviously, I never do that.
All right, we got the heads back on, eh?
Heads are on. Valve trains in, not torqued. Still waiting on some things before I can do that.
Oh yeah, because camshaft stuff. So these probably aren't bolted down too tight.
No, they're loosely fitted on there, and then I covered everything with the
Nicely washed.
nice and clean.
Yep.
Throwing the little shorties back on for now until
Nice.
I find some long tubes that I like.
Nice 3-piece steel exhaust.
The gasket.
Gasket. There you go. Thank you. So yeah, old exhaust, but new heads, and we'll get some new headers soon, right? Wink, wink. Hopefully. Nudge, nudge. Like and subscribe for more. Leave a comment down below what headers you should get.
Please like, subscribe.
All right, so we've been on an adventure.
Yes.
We got a new cam retaining plate because this gasket is built right into it. And apparently, if you were telling me if that gasket is not good, then it can cause low oil pressure because this is on the camshaft. If this doesn't seal, the oil just goes right back into the pan. It's weird because the new ones apparently have these sort of recessed holes, and apparently on the older one, which I don't know where that is, but it's a flat plate. Oh, there it is. It's just flat. So they have these new bolts that are different. So we are confused, and the parts department was confused. They had to actually call GM, and then the phone line told them. They had an automated message service bulletin about that. So
Yep. So for some reason in GM's, I guess their catalog, like their parts catalog at the dealer, they're still trying to give the old bolts that go with the untapered plate, untapered holes. So they do sell these new ones that are tapered.
uses a Torx bit.
Yep, uses a Torx bit, so
So,
that'll be nice.
but we were happy because we thought we weren't even going to have the parts tonight, and look at that.
Oh, beautiful.
Went right down to our local GM dealer, and there it was. Hard to complain.
Right?
Not impossible,
Yes.
but hard.
Snug.
There's a bug in a rug.
Cool.
Groovy.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. LS engines. A gift from God.
They really are, aren't they?
Just zip these down to 200 inches.
Perfect. Just right. Click.
Okay. God. I'm gonna be at this all day.
Well, should have tightened them up.
Oh. 100 inch-pounds is freaking 9 foot-pounds of
When you're
torque.
supposed to go, it said, from the inside out.
Oh, that makes sense.
In an inner to outer sequence, and you're starting with the outer.
Well, that's fine.
You're just
Because I didn't even get above 50, so it's fine.
fair enough.
You said 106?
So says the manual, the almighty manual. It is officially the end of the day.
No, no, it's beginning.
The windows would say otherwise. It is very dark out there.
From the window to the wall.
Yes. Till the oil drip down and fall. Very productive day.
Extremely productive.
You got the heads on. Basically all the valve train buttoned up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, timing, all done.
Mm-hmm.
Got all the necessary parts, got fresh parts, got everything all cleaned up, you know.
Got
The rocker cover's looking beautiful.
Got the manifolds on.
Manifolds
Exhaust
on.
manifolds.
Oh yeah, exhaust manifolds. That one does have to come back off because of some unfortunate tape that got left behind.
Yeah, we'll just not
Nobody's
talk
fault.
about that.
But
Nope.
Just
Nobody specifically.
nope, not at all. But torquing these up to 106 inch-pounds per the manual with our highly scientific
Mm-hmm.
torque wrench, which actually is scientific. Scientificus. It's
Torcus.
way too fancy for us, but you know, it works.
for sure. Ugga dugga.
But that's a wrap for today, so we'll check in with you guys next time.
Cool.
Wrap?
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.